Yo, Ivan 3000 here, guys. I realized I never did a deck profile on my Lavals. I was like, dang, that's kind of messed up. I did them dirty. So I'm gonna show you guys my build. It's really cool. It is. It's kind of like a Laval starters deck. I changed up the extra deck when the new starter stuff came out, so it had got a minor upgrade. But other than that, the deck's been the same for like 3 years. It's it does what it does. It's one of those crazy OTK decks from back in the day. When Rekindling was at 3, this was Bay. This was my main deck. So I'm gonna show you guys my build. Triple Handmaiden. She's the most important Laval. The way these plays like Light Sworns, you need Lavals in grave. You need different names, etc., etc. When she's sent to the grave, you can send another one from your deck. The only cost is you have to have a Laval in your graveyard when she resolves. So it's really easy to do that. So pretty much every time you send her to the grave, she's gonna be sending another Laval. And the cool thing about her is you can send one of her and then send the other two of her and end on another one. So all together, by sending one of her, you get 4 Lavals in the grave, which is pretty cool. She's the best level 1 tuner to sync with. She's the business. And the last of my ladies, we've got triple Lakeside Lady. So you got Volcano Handmaiden. You can actually see the volcano behind her, and she's like, "I'll lead you, my niggas, Lavals." And then we got Lady, and she's literally standing behind a lake of fire, which is pretty sick with it. You can tell she's a savage. Her effect, she can pop set cards by banishing her and another Laval from the grave. Sets up her plays for cannon. And overall, her effect is really solid. It can clear back row, it can kill monsters, and she's a really good tuner to sync with. And then the best Laval on the main deck, hands down, triple cannon. This guy special summons your Lavals from the banish zone whenever he's normal or flip summon. He's amazing. He's a playmaker. So your lady sets you up for him pretty much because you go handmaiden into lady, lady banish pop, and then get this guy. This is the basic Laval core. This is the engine. If you want a Laval guide, these are the monsters you want to run at 3 ofs. Like, these are the only necessary 3 ofs. And for the remainder of my engine, I run a 2 Fire Dog. Fire Dog is really, really awesome because he's a level 4 fire monster with 200 defense. And his effect can get out other monsters like him, which is really awesome. I know Lakeside Lady, Handmaiden have 200 defense. And I also have a Boost Warrior who has 200 defense in my main deck, which is amazing. So you can make synchro plays with him. Or if you haven't drawn Boost Warrior, you can just bring out Boost Warrior so that you can make Formula Synchron with him. And then 2 Boost Warrior. This guy is really easy to use. If you have a tuner on the field, you can special summon him from hand. He boosts warriors. Funny thing, boost warrior. He boosts warriors' attack when he's on the field. Not really relevant. The main thing is to special summon him and make your Formula Synchron. 1 Judgment Lord. This guy can burn your opponent for 1,000 by banishing a Laval from the grave. The way you get him out is by banishing him and then special summoning him with cannon. And he's also a level 7, which is important because him and Handmaiden equals a Stardust, which is crucial, you know. If I can't go for Quasar pushes or just something crazy with Divine or Stardust Warrior, I try to make a Stardust Dragon and then just keep it floating on and off the field, going from the grave back to the field, etc., etc. Once I make a Stardust in this deck, it's really hard to get rid of it because I have so many ways to bring it back. 1 Burner, this guy, he's a level 5 that special summons himself from the hand. That's the main thing. You can just special summon him, normal summon Lady, and make your level 8. Flogus, whenever this guy sends to grave, all your Lavals gain 300 attack. And Cole. And the main reason for Flogus is Thinning becomes 3,000. He's now able to deal with Blue Eyes. Judgment Lord becomes 3,000. It just makes your stuff beaters. Cole, he's a level 2 tuner, very important, the only level 2 tuner I run. And he special summons himself from the hand, so like it's just really, really good. Like, you can even special burner, special Cole, make a level 7 synchro, still have a normal summon, pretty awesome. That's it for the monster lineup. And then I'll rock 3 of this broken stuff. 3 Molten Conduction Field. This is your setup. You want to see this at the beginning of the game. Early game is the best way to do it. This literally will get you 5 Lavals in your grave. The cool thing is, off of this 1 spell, you'll get 5, and then you can get a lot more Lavals in your grave just off of the effects of them. So it's just like, wow. This really sets you up. It sets you up for Dust Flame Blast if you need to. It sets you up for your Rekindling and Soul Charge plays. And it also loads up your grave because some of your Lavals, their effects can only resolve if you have Lavals in the grave. So it's really good. Double Twin Twisters. You've got the ladies. If the ladies can't get rid of it, you use Twisters, snipe it out. Double lightning vortex because it's just another Raigeki. It's two more Raigekis, and I like the fact that it discards because sometimes you have a Laval in your hand that you really wanted to send off a conduction field. Sometimes don't work like that, so you end up having to discard it. And double dark hole, if it was at 3, trust me, I would run 3. This deck, pretty much you just want to clear the field, OTK, that's how it works. And Raigeki, this is the only non-hollow, it's the only common in the deck. Unfortunately, I don't have hollow Raigekis. This is the only one I own. And it's just basically like you got your basic outs. Because this deck, you don't want your opponent to have an established board when you go for your plays. You just want to be able to attack twice with Quasar or just do a divine play. Rhoda, Gold Sark, this is unlimited, so I might run it at 2 to 3 now. But when it got unlimited, I only had owned one Gold Sark at the time, so it's like, it kind of sucks because I know I can be running this at more and I only have one. And this is really good in this deck because you want to banish Rekindling or Soul Charge so that you can see them a lot earlier. Stardust Shimmer because it's really bomb. It banishes, which sets you up for cannon and gets your Stardust right back. Soul of Fire, this is amazing for any deck who runs Pyro monsters. The burn damage is really crazy, and the fact that it banishes the Pyro monster sets you up for cannon. You got a lot of setups for cannon. Even with Gold Sark, you can Gold Sark the monster, normal summon cannon, and special summon it, so it's really cool. Rekindling, this is at 1 for a good reason. It's just a powerful spell. Soul Charge is like the crappy version of Rekindling, but it just makes it so that you'll be able to do your shenanigans still. And then for traps, I run 2 Dustflame Blast. This effect, you banish all the Vauls in your grave, then destroy up to an equal number of cards on the field. So if you banish 7, you have the choice to destroy 7. This trap can clear entire boards, all the back rows, all the monsters, the pendulum scales, etc. It's like this, I don't know any other, like, what the heck. I mean, Dark Hole, yeah, it does the job. If Heavy Storm was legal, yeah. But this is like Heavy Storm and Dark Hole at the same time. It can just literally destroy all cards on the field. Like, you can get 10 Lavals engraved, clear a full field. Like, and it's just, this trap is just such a powerful trap. And I really think that this is one of the main reasons why my Lavals can still keep up with a lot of my decks. 2 Stardust Flash, because it's just really good. So that when you get your Stardust on board, it can just keep coming back. So you can like live off of 1 Stardust. 2 Respark, I bumped this to 2 because when I resolved it once, it kind of sucked that I didn't have another one because I could have used it. It's a little situational, so this is like a late to mid game play, but when you resolve this, it is just very overpowered. It's really overpowered. I think the reason why it's situational is because it's such an overpowered card, and you shouldn't be able to do stuff like that for free. 1 Starlight Road, it's another way to get out Stardust, protects you, and you can even like play your own Dark Hole, Starlight Road, get out of Stardust. Then we got Divine, Quasar, and Stardust Warrior. These guys are bosses that control the field, and whenever one of them dies, they can replace themselves with another Stardust. This guy replaces himself with another Warrior. So you get Shooting Star, any level 8 or lower Stardust, and a Warrior Synchro. So I like them because they cost a lot to make. They're overpowered on the field. So they basically pay themselves. They pay for what you costed. They're like an investment. They pay you right back by being overpowered. And also they replace themselves with another monster, so they're worth the investment. And Shooting Star off of Quasar. I don't have Chronicle. I need Chronicle because he's really cool. Chronicle would make this deck a lot better. Spark and regular Stardust. I only choose to run 1 of each because it's just too easy to keep getting them back on the field. Crimson Blader, mainly for the Stardust Warrior, and he's a good 8 because Blue Eyes, Cardians, I could go on and on. Too many high level just decks out there. Black Rose, Hyper Librarian. Unfortunately, I'm proxying one of my Formula Synchrons, but this should be 2 Formula Synchrons. 2 Laval Dragons. And honestly, I was running 1 formula until I got my new Stardust support. When I saw it came out, I bought the Stardust and forgot to get the formula. It was dumb on my part. 2 Dragon, this guy, he recycles your Lavals and he can just keep bouncing cards to the hand. He's so good. Dragoon is awesome. When you have a Laval monster in your hand already, he's really good. But he can add a Laval monster from your deck to your hand and then discard 1 from your hand to grave. If you have Handmaiden, you can search Cannon, then send Handmaiden to the grave. Handmaiden's effect triggers. Then you can get Lady, banish Lady, and you can use that Cannon you search. So it's a setup. It's cool. 1 Stenin. He's a level 7 that's really difficult to get over. Whenever he's targeted, you can negate the targeting card and destroy it by banishing Laval. Cool thing is, this guy opens chain links on himself. Like, for example, you deprison, he negates it, you chain breakthrough, he can open a chain link on that, negate the breakthrough. And basically, he can end up destroying a lot of cards. Really like him. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Shout out to anybody that's still rocking the Lavals. Keep living the dream. Ivan 3000 out. God bless you guys.